your hair looks really floofy.
Yeah, looks awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
It's drummer hair for sure.
Yeah.
And welcome to the podcast. That was the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, River, your hair, it's an excellent haircut.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
very
the new
clean.
style. Yeah.
Looks very like early 2000s.
Yeah. Nice nice new kind of buzz cut style.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thought about going bald, but
stylish.
I figured it wouldn't quite fit.
Your eyes are just enchanting. And those buck teeth.
Yeah.
Majestic.
Must make all the girls go wild.
It has been joked about a lot that I have a big nose. I just blame it on my genetics, but everybody has a different take.
And that's the podcast. Roll the intro. Woo!
Talking about things that we don't really know. This is the Pogcast. Return of the king to Attack of the Clones. This is the Pogcast. It makes no sense, and that's what we're here for. This is the Pogcast.
Okay, now you need to say
That
what
should
you
be the
basically said there.
100th episode special. Just all of us watching the intro or listening to the intro in the same timeline.
Yeah, that'd be great. 100th episode special if we ever make it that far. You do it more realistically.
I mean, I'm going to be totally honest. We've made it way further than I expected.
Me too.
I didn't expect this to get off the ground.
Yeah,
so.
I really still don't expect this to go anywhere. It's just fun hanging out and bullshit.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just booling.
Yeah. Of course, everyone's just here to see your amazing teeth.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because when I was younger, I had this like really big gap between my two front teeth, but it just kind of closed up as I got younger or older. As I got younger, it closed up.
Okay, Benjamin Button, chill.
Yeah.
When's the intro over? Is it over yet?
Oh yeah, the intro's been over for a long time.
All right, cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's not that long a song. Oh wait. I forgot that you haven't actually listened to the theme song, so you have no idea how long it is.
Yeah. Again,
what's the appropriate amount of time between showers?
It's like reading your book so you can go on its book tour.
What?
Oh, it's just the joke about celebrities not writing their own books and having to read their book before they talk about it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, unlike many other episodes, we actually have discussion topics submitted by a viewer, Raccoon. Thank you for this. Raccoon asks, why don't you discuss the appropriate amount of time you should have between showers?
Yeah, that one.
Let's open the floor.
Depends on what you're doing.
I refuse.
Okay. Well,
all right. Well, that's the podcast. See you next week.
Yep.
Roll the outro.
Shower once a day.
Wait, what?
You should shower once a day.
Okay.
I mean, that depends on what you're
shower,
doing,
but
like,
what? Yeah, shower. Yeah.
Like
Not really.
Yeah, if you
it
should
really
shower.
doesn't.
Yeah, you should shower once a day.
Oh yeah.
No more, no less.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
care
with
if you shower
hair,
at
washing
night
your
or in the
hair,
morning.
that's the big question.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I
Well,
personally only wash my hair like twice a week.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
I started swimming again last week. I love swimming, but I started swimming last week, and I mean, when I finish, I take like a maybe 3-minute shower and clean off the chlorine when I first get out of the pool, and then when I get home, I take another shower. So I mean, that's maybe 7 minutes between showers.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of depends on what you're doing, or like sometimes I'll take a shower in the morning to wake myself up, and then after I work out or something in the day, I'll take another shower. So,
but with your buzz cut, you probably don't need to actually wash your hair too often.
I haven't washed my hair in about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
but if
since
you
the ice
don't,
melted.
Brush your teeth every 30 minutes. then I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I actually do brush my teeth 4 times a day.
That's bad for your teeth.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
It's not bad for your teeth. It's
Okay,
actually
well, the
it's bad
first
for your
brush I have
gums.
to do is an enamel repair paste because I have shitty genetics and I blame it on my parents.
Well, also, you just brushed all of your fucking enamel off.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
I used to only brush twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon, and then the dentist said
Not the evening.
In the morning and the after. What the? Where do you
I'm sorry,
live?
what?
Okay,
What the fuck?
the morning, and then I brush my teeth around 7 or so, and let me
That's the
fucking
evening,
finish.
not the afternoon.
Yeah.
The afternoon
like after,
ends at
but
like
after
3
you
or
eat, right?
4.
Yeah, but after you eat, right?
Well, I brush my teeth after breakfast, I brush my teeth after lunch, and I brush my teeth after dinner. And sometimes I have to do a fourth brush or something if I decide to have dessert significantly later.
Okay.
I mean,
Once
like,
I've done that.
I've been
I've
on
done that.
I've been on a weird routine ever since I was like 7. I physically cannot relax or sleep unless my teeth are clean. It is vaguely annoying to a point where it really does piss me off because I physically will not sleep unless my teeth are clean. And so I just started brushing my teeth after every meal, and the dentist said that because most meals contain a certain amount of sugar and that's what breaks down your enamel, that so long as I'm not over brushing them, like to a significant, like a really grinding my teeth down degree, is perfectly okay.
Yeah. As long as you're doing a light brush, I guess.
It's more just
I
to
guess,
scrape
but
off.
I mean, there's a reason why you have to use enamel repair paste now. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
Well,
me neither.
no,
I brush my teeth
my
once
parents
a day.
have. My parents
Okay,
both
you
have
should brush
really
it
bad
more.
teeth. I mean, like I on a usual day, I will only do my teeth in the morning and do my enamel repair paste, and then at night after dinner. But if I go to the dentist and they say that my teeth are starting to wear down, then I have to do the enamel repair paste twice a day. But I mean, the reason that it happens is just because I really do just have bad genetics. Like I take really good care of my teeth.
Yeah, genetics are literally everything.
When it comes
Yeah.
to teeth, yeah.
Well, actually,
I
almost
guess,
everything.
but
Well, not
not
everything, but you know,
everything,
lots.
but
Not
like
everything,
a lot
but
of
lots of
things.
things.
It helps.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, like yeah.
Because like my mom takes shit care of her teeth, and she's gotten like 6 crowns because she's had to. And at this point, the dentists are just asking, okay, well, maybe we should just take them all out and give you dentures because she just, no matter how good of care she takes of care of her teeth, she tried to bleach them when she was younger.
What?
So yeah, she got really yellow teeth when she was my age, so she tried to brush her teeth with bleach.
That is a terrible idea.
Yeah, don't ever
Right.
do that. And
Don't-
so basically, it
Pogcast,
ripped all
like,
the enamel off of her
advisory,
teeth,
don't do
and
that.
she can't eat food very well now.
Yeah,
She can't
no.
open her mouth without her teeth feeling like they're melting. So
Some
yeah.
very light peroxide can help whiten. Not a medical professional. Do not listen to
No.
me. But
Don't worry,
you
I
can
wasn't.
get things that are like peroxide strips that whiten teeth, and peroxide's sort of close to bleach. But it's so like not really that. How did your
Yeah.
did your mom think because you can like bleach clothes?
Well, I mean, it was the 1980s.
Oh.
I mean, they didn't have as well developed tooth technology.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like, why did she think that bleaching
my grandma
or
was,
really putting bleach in her mouth in general?
my grandma was really
like you're supposed to
sheltering.
wear rubber
So-
gloves when you're
Yeah.
just holding bleach.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
Imagine
good
what that
idea.
did to her gums.
Yeah, that made it very.
And my dad, on the other hand, has incredible teeth. He just didn't take care of them through his 20s, so all of his enamel broke down.
Oh.
But I unfortunately got my mom's tooth genetics, and I mean, she never had good enamel, so brushing them with bleach just ripped it all off entirely. Yeah,
That's
her
yikes.
teeth are bad. They're also coffee stains. Yeah, you know, some people just they don't have good like I'm kind of surprised there isn't some British in my parents. How bad their teeth are. It it really wouldn't surprise me. Like my friend
Jesus.
Okay.
like that's not okay. My one of my closest friends, Josiah, his dad is British. Yeah, his dad's British, and this
Oh
kid
my
is
God! Did you just? Oh, I have a ton of British friends. I have
no.
a
I
ton of
have
British
one British
friends.
friend,
Okay,
and he's not
like
even fucking
that was
British.
that was fully that was fully racist, but also it's the British who gives a fuck. You know,
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
Fucking racist. I don't have one
the
British
British
friend
are the
with
reason
one
for
British
like
dad. He's not fucking
the
British.
British.
He's Canadian.
The British are the reason for about 50% of the bad things that have ever happened throughout history. So
Yeah, to
you
be
know,
honest,
honest,
like,
yeah.
can't be racist towards the British.
To be honest, yeah.
But no, I'm not doing that. I'm saying I have one friend and his dad is British, his mom is Canadian. And this dude is 15 and has had 42 cavities. I shit you not.
I'm sure that he just doesn't really like Twizzlers or something. It just isn't a
I
big
don't know what he
Coke
does
fan.
to his teeth, but he has had 42 fucking cavities. His mouth is porcelain and silver. It
To be honest,
is
that's would be a great song lyric.
his mouth is porcelain and his tongue is silver.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, I don't know if that's something. I know it's a stereotype.
His teeth are rotting from his sugar sweet words.
Oh, that
We're
is so
fucking
Lord of the Rings.
writing
Yeah.
a song.
No, I know it's a stereotype that British people have bad teeth, but I don't know how much it holds up. I just know that his dad's like full on British, and I know he takes decent care of his teeth, but yet he's had 42 cavities, 3 on the same tooth technically, and not necessarily technically. He had to get the same tooth filled 3 different times.
At that point, just rip them all out. Like,
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have just said get rid of them all at that point.
Yeah. If any of you aren't
cavities.
very comfortable with like dental or medical stuff, just I hope you haven't been watching for this long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to change the topic soon, though.
Let's switch.
Let's
Oh wait,
shift
no.
gears
Before
a bit.
that, so my tooth, the one on the right, as you can see, it's a
One
little
more
bit bigger.
thing.
My
Yes.
tooth on the right, as you can see, it's a little
Yes.
bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When I was 10, and this is actually a true story, not a joke. That tooth in my real mouth that can't be seen.
No, what? We can see it right there.
Yeah, it's right there. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
the one that's right there. It started to loosen and fall out, but it started angling to the side because one of the anchors on it didn't want to come out.
Oh yeah.
But the other tooth anchor did come out, so only half of the tooth was still anchored.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me.
And it basically stayed there for about 2 weeks, and then on the 3rd week, it didn't fall out or anything, and the dentist had said that if it didn't fall out, that they had to remove it. And I had to go to the dentist, and they had to actually crush the tooth inside the gum to pull it out, because what had happened was it started growing. It had started hooking into the other teeth.
Oh no.
It was. I mean, it sounds gross, but really, it wasn't painful. It's like some people get their wisdom teeth removed like that. They just put them, they numb it, and then crush it, and then pull it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I didn't get mine crushed, but yeah.
Yeah. I once actually had to. Yeah. Okay. We'll change the topic from teeth very soon, but yeah. But like when my canines, I think they're called canines, are coming in. Yeah, like because my teeth always stay in for stay in for a really long time and start growing in really quickly. So like whenever a tooth falls out, it's like a shark. Well, it's almost like a shark, and that's like almost like I'm not comparing myself to shark, but it's almost that there's a tooth like right under it, ready to go. So for a long time, I actually had like both canines actually out. Yeah, just kind of out there.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
Anyway,
when-
now what are we talking about?
I know.
What about the other question that was on discuss?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the same person I believe asked.
Yes, raccoon.
What are our thoughts on the legalization of marijuana?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I personally am like, don't know why. Actually, no, I do know why it was illegal to begin
Yeah.
with. And
Yeah.
the reason is
Highly addictive.
racism.
Oh.
No, it is fully.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
Do you want to know the story of why?
I'd love to.
it became...
Yeah, I just was expecting you to say something
just
about
everyone watching,
addiction.
do not trust this. We have
Do not
podcast.
trust me fully, but
Yes.
this is from a trusted source who cited all of their sources,
Okay.
and I checked it out, and it was all good from my perspective. But this is another degree of separation.
Mhm.
So this is from an Adam Ruins Everything episode,
Okay.
trusted TV show, blah blah blah. But
Mhm.
then I have to remember it correctly. So
Yeah,
take this with a grain of salt.
Right
If you
thing.
want the original, it's on YouTube for free, whatever. Yeah. So basically, there was this dude who, right as Prohibition was ending, he was kind of like the head Prohibition guy. And so if Prohibition had completely ended, he would be out of a job. And so basically, he said he saw that Mexicans often smoked marijuana as a cultural thing, and then started some like propaganda, basically, that said that it would, it turned people, especially Mexicans, violent and made them lust for white blood. And yeah, so that's where marijuana started to become illegal. And then the reason why it became as illegal as it is or was today is because during the war on drugs, and this is for sure true. This is a quote. This is from a quote by Nixon's aide, who was like part of this, who said this under oath in a court hearing. He said that they knew that they couldn't make it illegal to be a hippie and illegal to be black, but if they could associate in the public's eyes hippies with marijuana and African Americans with crack cocaine, then they could basically do whatever they wanted under the guise of searching for drugs. So they could break up meetings because the hippies were against the war effort, and the African Americans were African Americans. So so they could break up meetings, they could search homes, they could basically do whatever they wanted under the guise of looking for drugs.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So to be honest, I don't really it just doesn't seem like something that should be illegal, because it being regulated is way better than it being illegal and unregulated. So
I mean, I may have brought this up before or not, I don't know, but my mom has extremely severe hip pain to a degree where she can't move properly. And my neighbor makes CBD oil, and his dog also has had a hip problem, and his wife has a joint problem in her shoulder. So he gave my mom some CBD oil, which isn't actually direct CBD oil.
Yeah, it is
mixed. And I mean, she used it and she was fully functional. She didn't actually stick with it or like it because it made her really drowsy and tired. But I mean, I've known a lot of people that have used CBD oil for injuries, and I think to that degree, there's nothing wrong with it being legal. But I do think that it's better to be regulated, because I mean, there's a very big difference between using something medically and using something to get high.
Exactly.
Like in Oregon, how they started not legalizing, but legalizing to a degree medical hard drugs, so that addicts in the hospital don't go into shock. Like I think that there was a balance there that Canada in particular found quite well.
Yeah.
I think saying it's illegal, that I mean it's the classic type of restriction breeds addiction. So
yeah,
if you're a kid and you're restricted from alcohol, like this is probably illegal, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I don't think anybody's gonna care, and their parents probably did it too. Ever since I was like 10, my parents have been like, "Hey, you wanna try a sip of wine or something?" Like,
yeah. I think
nothing
that's pretty
hard.
common.
Yeah, like you want a sip of wine? Do you want a sip of beer? Like Bailey's and cream, that kind of thing.
Okay, that's a little bit.
Well, mainly
My
because
parents-
it's a German thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
Germany,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. My parents just fully do not care, and they're like, "Hey, you want a beer?" Or "Hey, like, you want a drink or whatever?" And I'm like, "No," because I fully don't want that because I've tried it. Like, it's not like this interesting, amazing thing that's put up on a pedestal in so many movies
like
and TV
the hot take:
shows.
no alcohol is better than like a root beer float or milkshake.
Oh, dude.
I will drink a root beer float before a beer any day.
Being sober around drunk people is fucking phenomenal.
It is.
It's
it is
so funny.
It is
it's
the best.
So
seriously.
funny.
Just like feels just randomly falling over and just.
It's great. It's like my own house full of slapstick comedy. It's awesome.
Is, yeah.
Like being that one sober person in the group of drunk people is the best experience.
We can all relate to that experience.
It's great. It's
we can all seriously relate to that experience.
But back to drugs and the legalization therein. I mean, the thing that's the war on drugs has, I would say, officially at this point been lost by the U.S. government.
Yeah, it
just
has.
fully.
Everything that they've done pretty much has just made it worse. Like
worse.
Legalizing stuff just made
exactly
it
done
so that
all that great
either.
I think the Canadian government, Trudeau legalizing weed, I think to a degree there, it's actually not a bad thing at all. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing because it's obviously it needs more regulation because people are currently able to buy more of it than they should, in my opinion. But they're also able to grow it to a certain amount. Like I think the legalization of it has way too many ups and downs to list.
Yeah.
But
but he managed to single-handedly put the entire marijuana legalization party out of business.
Yeah,
that's funny.
True.
Like
the thing is,
if you look at the oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, go on.
Yeah, the thing is about marijuana is that it's really not that dangerous. Like, it's bad for you if you smoke it as a child, but so is everything. And
smoking anything is bad.
Cigarettes kill hundreds of thousands of people every year, at least.
Yeah.
And marijuana kills 0 people every year.
I mean,
coffee is technically
on marijuana, but you get too high to think that way. I mean, like marijuana, before you overdose on it, you already get the full effect of it.
But what I'm saying is that cigarettes are fully legal and culturally acceptable.
Exactly.
But they're way more dangerous.
I mean, technically speaking, caffeine is a stimulant. And is it is effective enough to be considered
and it's addictive.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's addictive, but it's also not necessarily dangerous in the amounts that our culture provides it. If you grab a bag of caffeine and bury your face in there, you're gonna not feel very good.
For sure. But also, time and time again, it's been proven that drug addiction. Again, this is third-hand information. This is not for you two, because I pride myself on my information being as accurate as I can remember, and I check sources and shit like that whenever I'm looking at something. So but still, this is second.
But still, you are the guy that told us that frisbee was invented with when some people threw around some pie tins.
Is that
when that was
true?
Back to the Future?
Yeah.
That's Back to the Future, dude.
Yeah. See, again, as accurate as I can remember, but Anyway.
Yeah.
What what was I going to say? Right. Time and time again, it's been shown that like drug addiction is caused by mental health issues.
Yeah.
So like depression and stuff like that. So what has been seen in other countries as to work is to make the distribution of it illegal, and then the use or abuse of it treat that as like a mental health problem, and like counseling for people who are suffering and stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like this whole episode has been our series 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it is interesting if you look at the history and like the medical side of drugs. Marijuana has a direct medical benefit to people who experience pain. And I know a lot of people who don't want to take painkillers like Advil and Tylenol, so they instead go with a different kind of drug, which honestly, if the effect marijuana has on your system is unproven, but I think speculated to be less negative than the reaction you get from drugs like Tylenol and Advil. But those also aren't proven to cause any damage, but a lot of people believe that they are. I take Tylenol when I go swimming and I injure my shoulder, that kind of. Yeah.
I also just want to mention something for my pride.
Yes.
Here is a link to history.com talking about the origin of the Frisbee.
Okay.
And I am correct. So.
Okay. Put this in the Discord server.
No, I just sent it in the.
Okay. I'm taking a look at this.
1871. Students from a nearby university would throw the empty pie tins to each other, yelling Frisbee. In 1948, Walter Frederick Morrison and his partner.
That's an amazing
Warren...
picture, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Just for my pride.
Yeah. Your pride is redeemed.
Straight.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, wait, hold on a second. No, I remember reading like a full-on article about that. Unless it was an Onion article and I didnn't notice.
Onion. The Onion is legendary. Yeah.
Oh, the Onion's great. The Babylon Bee is also pretty good.
I haven't seen that one.
It's just another one of those satirical ones.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
So we need to do some lukewarm takes.
Yeah, just in 1 second, because I just wanted to say, because I've met a lot of people that are very against drugs and as well as against painkillers. And I mean, I assume you guys may or may not have met people like that too. But like my family, we've never not used painkillers when we get injuries and that kind of thing. Like when I broke my ankle, I was taking Advil every day because
that makes sense.
1, that was what the doctor had recommended to take down the swelling, and 2, I mean, that's what I would have done anyway.
Was it like medical strength Advil, or
no?
Did you break your ankle and they're just like, yeah, just grab some Advil? Because when I
I broke my ankle,
gave me like opioid pills for pain.
Well, when I broke it, they had asked if I wanted a painkiller prescription, but I sprained my ankle and stuff before, so I wasn't that worried about pain. So they just said, okay, keep it wrapped, keep it raised, and
okay, do what you want, kid.
Just take over-the-counter Advil because it'll still lower the swelling, and it did.
I just want to mention, they gave me like opioid pills as well as like medical strength Advil. So I don't know what my doctor was thinking, but.
Well, it depends on how severe the break was. On mine, it was because I'd rolled it so hard the tendon ripped off bone. So it wasn't as severe.
That sounds like you need something more than a fucking Advil.
Well, but it wasn't that. It was severe. I mean, I couldn't walk on it for a month, but it wasn't to the point where I had a full-on bone fracture. It wasn't to the point where it needed. Like they had asked.
I think that sounds very painful.
My fucking tendons ripped off of my foot, I would ask for something a little more powerful than over-the-counter Advil. Something I might add is designed for headaches. Just like your
yes,
communal,
okay.
like
In hindsight, I probably would have, but I mean, I was like 15. I was like, I can fucking handle it.
Yeah, it's like
Sprained
we
my
need
ankle
some
3 times before.
some strong kids to lift up the chairs.
I mean, like
That's
now I
it's
feel
like
like an old man. I'd take that opium shit immediately if I had to.
I actually only took one of them because it really wasn't that bad. But
17 is the new 70.
17 is the new 70. We should put that in the quotes.
Yeah. Wait, title of the episode?
17 is the new 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I've met so many people that are so against painkillers, but are willing to do marijuana, and I met so many people that are against marijuana and willing to do painkillers. But I mean, really, if you look at the medical information, if you look at the factual information, not the assumptions and shit you read on social media, those two really don't have that different of an effect on both your system and like on your system and as of the drug effect they give you.
Yeah.
Marijuana, it makes you high and happy and gets rid of your pain.
Yeah.
Tylenol and Advil, they get rid of your pain, and that may also make you happy depending on how bad the pain is. Like
I
for me, when I
definitely
took
think that
Advil,
marijuana is easier to abuse, though. So, like,
it is, yeah.
Yeah, be careful. The government has regulations on this now. I would follow the regulations
for good reasons.
They know more about it than we do. That's for fucking sure.
Lots of people probably do. I would say most, actually. Yeah, but a lot of people do.
A solid portion of people that, or at least think that they know more.
Yeah.
And don't fucking smoke.
Yeah, smoking is generally bad.
Don't smoke. Just don't even vape. Just smoking is just bad.
Just inhaling anything other than like air is pretty bad for you.
Yeah. Except for sometimes
food. I mean, I like inhaling food when I'm really hungry. I don't know.
Okay, but like actually physically inhaling food is not literally
that's not a good thing.
Food.
Oh yeah, I inhaled a smoothie once. I almost died. Just kidding. Yeah.
Jokes aside though, just don't smoke.
Yeah, don't smoke.
And especially
There's
don't
no
smoke weed.
Actually,
don't smoke weed or cigarettes. That's
going to be my lukewarm take for the episode. Don't smoke.
Yeah. Don't smoke.
Don't smoke, kids.
I'd say that's a bit of a cold take though.
Is it a cold take? But there are a lot of people that are like, yeah, but smoking is my life.
No, but a lot of people.
So I feel like
smoke
there are a lot of people that are like, yeah, of course, and then there are a lot of people that are like, no, you'll never take my cigarettes or marijuana or vape away.
Yeah.
And
like I
feel like it evens out right down the middle.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I know 4 or 5 people that I mean they're like a box a day smoker. And they know that it's bad for them. They know it's going to kill them, but it's an addiction, and they're not going to stop. Like my grandpa, somebody I have more respect for than I have for most people. The man in his 60s was smoking 2 packs a day. Like he was a fucking train, and then he stopped cold turkey. No patches, no anything, just full on cold turkey. I'm not going to smoke anymore. And hasn't touched a cigarette since he was 62.
Wow.
And now he's 91 and lives off of sugary cereals. I mean, the man is the strongest person I know.
Definitely better. Better. Not perfect, but definitely better.
To be honest, that's pretty much all my dad would eat if he had the chance. That's pretty much all my dad would ever eat, just cereal.
Yeah.
I don't like cereal that much.
What's with dads
I like
and
Mexican
loving cereal?
Yeah, my dad loves cereal as well.
Yeah, my dad's like favorite food is like mini wheats.
He eats
I love mini wheats
that are they're like organic, like Whole Foods style, Nature Path brand, like whole grain O's.
Oh yeah,
I forget what they're called.
They're just called O's.
We also buy these like crackers that are they're called Wassa crackers.
Oh yeah, Wassas. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Wassa's good.
Yeah, Wassa crackers. I like Wassa crackers.
Wassa with some nice with a bit of cheese on them. Yeah.
Bit of cheese, bit of hummus. Maybe
that's
some
good.
tomato.
Top notch. Yeah. In Australia, Vegemite.
Personal thing. I don't like hummus.
but
We're not
I
gonna
need
talk
to
about
get
that.
this out. So these things, I call them wasa-os because each fucking one of them has about the same texture as like a wasa cracker. It's so fucking crunchy and
They are.
so.
I
think they
stopped
have
eating
like.
those because it felt like I was like fearful of my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't like hummus? The fuck? How? It's so good.
Okay, that's okay. Sid the sloth, that's your Rivers the sloth, that's your lukewarm take. Hummus isn't that good.
Yeah,
That's not lukewarm.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
a hot take.
that's not. I'm not saying hummus isn't that good. I'm saying I don't like hummus. Like I know. Okay, a lot of people like hummus. I just don't like it.
Like
I
everyone.
don't fucking like it. I think it's disgusting, and when I eat it, I cannot get the fucking flavor out of my mouth for months. Yeah, I don't like hummus.
Yeah. My lukewarm take is YouTube shorts are actually pretty decent.
Yeah, actually, I'd agree.
Yeah.
They're like okay. I don't really mind.
They're
them,
okay.
also...
Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah.
I like that they
You can
don't
find some
shut down the
enjoyment in
video
them.
that you're watching. Like
Yeah, that's a good feature.
I really like that.
Mhm.
Okay, a little bit of a different take to end this off on. Do you guys have any foods or types of foods you used to eat when you were younger that as you got older you just really stopped enjoying?
Huh. That's a good
question.
one.
Like for me, that was cereal. Like through my first from like the point I was 7 to the point I was 14, about 7 years, I ate cereal every day for breakfast and lunch, and I haven't eaten cereal since I was 14.
I can't
You
say
ate
that there's
cereal
anything
for
like
lunch?
that.
Yeah, breakfast and lunch.
That's seriously what my dad would do if we didn't convince him otherwise.
Although oatmeal is not in that category for me. I know a lot of people
Oatmeal's
consider it a
delicious.
cereal, but oatmeal is fucking awesome.
I'm very neutral
understand
on
why
oatmeal.
people
I'm
don't
very
like
I'm very
oatmeal.
neutral on oatmeal.
Yeah.
I like oatmeal sort of classic, just with like just oatmeal with milk and maple syrup or brown sugar in it, maybe some spice or something. But like overcomplicated, not as big fan.
Yeah.
It can be overcomplicated, but
a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of like sliced apple,
a bit of cinnamon
banana,
and vanilla is great. Yeah.
Some milk and some maple syrup. Ooh.
Oh
yeah, you do maple syrup
good.
too.
If it's perfectly mixed, if it's like
just like
cooked,
mixed together, awesome. Maybe some raisins if you're getting a little crazy.
Not a big raisin fan.
I
don't like dried fruit.
Raisins.
Maple
really like
syrup,
dried fruit.
milk, and some cinnamon and sugar mix is perfect.
I actually
get better than
I usually
that.
put a little bit of vanilla in it while it's cooking.
Yeah, I've done that sometimes. The problem for me is it makes it a little bit too flavorful when you add the other things, but it's more again a personal thing.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Have we all done
River the Sloth? You haven't actually given a lukewarm take yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. Huh.
You'll just do one on the next
I had
episode.
a few really good ones lined up, and then I just completely forgot them. But I know I have.
You'll just do two on the next episode.
Well, wait.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you've actually sat through all this, subscribe or something, or not.
Yeah. I don't really
subscribe so you can unsubscribe from us.
Do any of us really care? What's the point of caring? That's what I ask you. Anyway, on that note, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a great day.